U.S. Attorney Brett Tolman. And Brett, what's so interesting about this final resolution of the case is Trump gets no punishment whatsoever. And yet the way the case was presented was this grand conspiracy of felonies to actually influence or even maybe steal an election. And then it's like, oh, well, never mind. You get nothing. Good day. Godspeed. It's incoherent.
Guy Dagan, look, this is the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor is the length of punishment and the severity of the punishment. Not only was it millions of dollars, thousands of hours, man hours, it was investigators, it was experts, millions of dollars is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what you do as an office, as a district attorney's office. You put on hold a lot of serious cases when you have a high profile case. And there's a gravitational pull on prosecutors. The longer the case is, the more high profile it is, and the more you had to attempt to utilize, difficult facts in order to get a conviction. And that gravitational pull is for you as a prosecutor to believe that the guy you're after is a really bad guy. And so your interest in punishment actually accelerates in the cases, and your belief that you're bringing a righteous case increases. That happens to every prosecutor. Every case that they bring, that they expend this kind of energy and effort on, they would walk into that courtroom and they would say, this defendant did these things. They're so bad. They deserve this punishment. That was the moment. And Dagan, you hit on it. That was the moment I looked at this and I saw in Bragg's eyes, he knew it was all a sham from the very beginning because they asked for nothing. They didn't just accept the judge that disagreed with them. They asked for nothing by way of punishment.
Will it get overturned on appeal, you think, Brett?
I think there's a really good chance that it gets overturned because it was a manipulation of two statutes, federal and state. And then what happened in Judge Merchan's courtroom, he not only was biased, but he actually committed error when he refused to allow the defense to put on a full defense. Mm-hmm. Those are serious, and the appellate courts will take that seriously. I think it gets reversed quickly, and I think we see the end of that, and hopefully this era of weaponizing the justice system.
Yeah, don't come here, don't move here, because they will come after you. Political persecution over enforcement of the law, over protecting the innocent, and judges, you could face one, just like Merchan.
Now, Brett, we want to get to this. Moments ago, President Biden at the White House actually taking some questions from the press. Here's what he said about potential pardons moving forward over the next few days.
What would I pardon myself for?
That's what I'm asking.
No, I have no contemplation of pardoning myself for anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Can you just give us a sense of what other pardons and commutations you're considering in your last 10 days?
Well, the answer is no. It depends on some of the language and expectations that Trump broadcast in the last couple days here.
All right, Brett, your reaction to that, the answer on the pardons was Trump.
Yeah, Guy, I've done a lot of work on clemency, on pardons. I've never seen such outrageous behavior by a president, wielding this power in ways that we never really contemplated. When he seeks to pardon entire swaths of individuals without really digging into their cases that are subject to death penalties, when he pardons his son after convictions and after lying to the American people about whether he would, it's going to be very difficult for us to see him do anything more outrageous. But will he? Probably. I think he will. He's got immense pressure right now to pardon individuals that are afraid that a Trump administration is going to come in and look at them. Trump's been very clear, though. He's indicated he does not want to just prosecute his adversaries. He wants a thoughtful, a impartial and fair Justice Department to look at individuals and to investigate them for crimes, and if they're there, to prosecute them, something the Biden administration has failed to do.
So we kept, by accident, the White House locator up a little too long, and it was over your head, Brett, and I got really excited there for a few seconds because I thought that you were going into the administration. So, going back into the deal,
I'm
going
certainly
back
going to
into
be available to
justice.
help.
Never know. Going back into the executive branch. A girl can hope. By the way, that face I was making listening to Biden is what I call my landfill face. It's the face I make when I'm standing within proximity of a garbage dump. That's it. Love you. Mean it. Brett Tolman.
Well, Dagan, the administration could sure use you.
No. No. Too much trouble. Thank you, Brett.